Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks for watching. I have a great video for you today. It's me, Ben, with Marquee Decor. For today's video, we're going to show you how we created this love backdrop. Let's get started. Now, to create this marquee or any of the other stencils I offer, you can just print out from a home printer, tape together, and cut out, and this will give you the exact stencil you need as shown in the images above. But I have a CNC machine, so for time's sake, I'm going to use a CNC machine, but you can also just do this with a jigsaw. So I timed it. I started at 5:08 and I finished about maybe 2 or 3 minutes ago. So it's 5:26. So let's just say we'll say 5:25. So it took what, 17 minutes? Plus I do have the plans. It's already getting dark outside, so I'm gonna have to show you how we're gonna do the heart tomorrow. All right, this part of the video, I'm gonna be a little close just because it's windy. I'm not too sure if you're gonna pick it up, but we're really gonna discuss on covering round objects for like marquees and stuff. It's not difficult. It's just there's mainly 3 different ways you can do it, and we're gonna cover those 3 different ways. The first one is what I do a lot of the times, is just for basic round stuff. There's this board. There's a couple of different things people call it, but it's basically pushed together fibers and it almost feels cardboardish, but it has a smooth top. That is actually used a lot because it's thin, and because it's kind of pushed together, it's not like real plywood. You're able to kind of get a good bend to it. And there's 2 different sizes. There's the thicker side, I think it's a 3/16 to the 1/8 or whatever, but there's the thicker one and the thinner one. Get the thinner one. The thicker one won't really bend. So that's this option. You can cut it, you'll put it, you can paint it, and it'll work out. We're gonna do one like that. The second option is finding something. The thinnest they do, if you do want wood, they do sell 2.5 mil plywood, which is the bottom one I have here. It's the thinnest one they sell. I'll show a clip of that. It's at Home Depot where I found this one. Not all Home Depots have it. They run out. Sometimes most don't even carry it. But if you can, that's thin enough where you can get a decent sized bend. And then if you want it thick, what you can do is double layer it. So you'll do one and then do a second layer around it with glue, and that'll kind of thicken it up. That's your second option for wood, just really thin wood. I don't know, underlayment will really get a good curve. It depends on how small the curve is. A bigger curve, you might be able to get away with it, but the smaller curve, you're gonna need really thin wood. I don't really like doing that option just because it's not meant to bend. So sometimes you'll start getting some of those little pieces kind of flake off, and it just won't work right. But that's an option if you're looking for wood. The third option, which is what I don't want to say most people do, but what most professional people they'll get that build these and sell these a lot, it's just easier, is to go to a lumber yard and get the bendable plywood. They sell it, so you can just look for it. I think they use it for like some type of cabinet makery. Lumber yards, they'll sell it, and it's not really that expensive. You can buy a sheet anywhere from like $30 to $50. It's plywood. It's usually like 3/8, and it'll actually bend. It's made to bend where it is, so you can easily make a smooth circle. You can do plinths, you can do anything with that. And so the cheat code is the bendable plywood, but that's not really accessible to everybody, and a lot of people, they're just kind of intimidated going to lumber yards. And even though you shouldn't, you can go in there, just buy one sheet of plywood, just say this is what I'm looking for, and most of them are pretty nice, and they're just hey, here you go. They're there to make sales, so you're a customer. But these two are, and this top one, the brown one, the hardboard, is what you're gonna see most at like Home Depot and Lowe's, and it's kind of your easier option if the other one's intimidating for you. You can definitely use this, and that's what we're gonna do. We're not using the bendable plywood. I do have a video on that, the 3D arch. You can check that one out for bendable plywood, and I discuss a little bit more about it. But for these builds, we're gonna do with stuff you can get from Home Depot. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut both of those, and we're gonna give both of those a try. All right, let's get started. Oh, and to kind of cut the straight lines, I'm gonna use this jig. It's from Craig. I'll have a link below. It just kind of helps this guide across the thing, and you can strengthen or lengthen this to whatever size you want, up to 24 inches, but we're cutting these sides out to 4 inches. It just definitely helps us get a cleaner cut, straighter cut, and it looks more professional. But you can just use a circular saw and just take your time and go straight. All right, we're gonna do the 2-foot engagement ring. We're gonna try it with the most bendable plywood, because I think that wood might getting me some trouble because it's such a small circumference. But this hardboard will easily, it creates a circle really easy, so I shouldn't have any problems with this snapping. So we're gonna do it with this one. The best thing to use is something like a nail gun, but actually the best one would probably be, they sell this but with staples. So it's two things going in, it's like just a giant staple, so it kind of gives more support or backing to help keep it in place. I don't have that, so I'm just going to use my Brad nail gun. Even try that 2.5 mil. Maybe if it's like a small arch or something, but as you can see, I did this one side, but then it just ripped on me right here. Look. So I'm gonna take that off and go back to the other one. So don't use the other one. I'm gonna leave this in there so you know when you see it, you're like, I'd rather make it all wood. It's gonna look nicer. I can stain it. Look at the trouble you're gonna go through. You can't stain the other one, but you can paint it. Has a different texture inside, but none of that's gonna matter because it's a lot easier to do than messing around with all wood, unless you get the bendable wood. A whole nother story. But let's take this off and go back to the other one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So I definitely want to thank everybody for all the support you've given us, from purchasing stuff from our Etsy platform to our website down below, makerdecorshop.com. That definitely helps us be able to create more stuff like this. So if you want to see the plans for how I created these and also the stencil for this, I have it down linked below. You can get it at our website or Etsy. And also I'm launching something new, so if you are tired of printing all the stencils on homemade paper, I am also starting to ship stencils printed on 24-inch wide paper. I'll have that link down below so you can also get that started. Thank you everyone for the support. So I know I'm gonna get some questions about this backdrop, and it's basically something, I'll link it down below. I got it from Amazon. It wasn't made for this. It's these are aluminum extrusions, and they sell a lot of little kits like this, so you can just bolt different ways, and there's a lot of different ones you can put down and attach it differently. I'll put down everything I used to make this, but it's just aluminum extrusions, and then I zip tied them from the back. Let me show you. I also found these clips on Amazon where you just put a screw through, and they come with 1/2-inch thick screws, so you can screw through and it won't go all the way through, and then you just insert a zip tie. So you put these wherever you want them and then zip tie them on. They're easy to just clip off later, put on there. And I actually left this overnight, nothing fell, no problem with it. Now I will say, I don't think this is meant for huge "will you marry me" like 8 or 9 letters. It's smaller extrusions, but you can probably find these bigger, and you don't need to weld these. You just literally just slide in a screw and they connect together, and you just tighten it with a little Allen wrench. So these are perfect. I'm pretty sure they have bigger sizes of these, but this definitely worked out for what I was looking for. And I actually had a bunch left over. The one I'll link below is the one I purchased. I had leftover after even making this one, so it's good. I think this would work perfect if you're just doing like smaller letters, like the love, or maybe baby, so BABY, or maybe HBD. You can probably do up to 3 letters maybe at the top. I wouldn't really go any more with this setup. You'd probably go a little bit bigger, but and it's not meant for windy days or anything like that. But definitely, there's no wind, no nothing. I left it overnight. If you had this indoors, easy outdoors if it's not too crazy weather. It stands up. It's been sitting there. There's not even any weights on it right now. If you want me to do more of a detailed application of like putting this all together and kind of showing different options, definitely comment below, and I'll be sure to try to get one out as soon as I can. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you everyone for the support you show. I'll see you on the next one.